6 steps to a painless birth. Sit with me for a minute. My 6th baby's birthday was a few days ago, and I'm going to share with you 6 things that led to that experience for me. Now, just for hanging around, I would love to share my new guide with you. It is 5 steps to a powerful pregnancy and ecstatic birth. This is brand new. I haven't shared it with anybody yet as of the time that I'm recording this video. So if you're interested, definitely let me know down below, and I would love to share that with you and just see if it's helpful to mamas out there. If you don't know me, my name is Kristen, and I am a pregnancy coach. I consult with clients all over the world, helping them to figure out what they can do to have a healthy pregnancy, an ecstatic birth experience, and how you can give your baby the beautiful beginning that both of you deserve. Like I said, today I want to share with you 6 steps that helped me have a painless birth for my 6th baby's birth. I released this on his birthday in written format, and it was so well received that I knew that I needed to do a video for it too. So the first thing that I did was I embraced my power in the birthing experience. That sounds really cliche, but it's really important. And when I'm talking about that, I'm not necessarily talking about some esoteric or theoretical power that we might have as pregnant women, even though I think that we definitely do have that. I'm actually talking about the physical power and strength of my body, of your body, during your birthing time. When you're pregnant, when you're going through labor, all of us are worried about, oh, how am I going to handle the pain of the contractions? But the reality is that is your body's strength and your body's power that is working together in this beautifully orchestrated way to bring your baby forth. And that was one of the things that by the time I got around to baby number 6, I was ready to embrace and step into that power and say, yes, I am going to work together with that power that is in my body. It's not something that's being done to you. You're not a victim. This is absolutely your power. And that shift made it really possible to just dive into that intensity and see it completely differently, and in fact celebrate it for what it was, which was my power, your power in your birthing time. Another thing that I did was use a birthing tub. If you haven't had a water birth yet, you may have heard that it makes all the difference, and I will tell you that for me, it definitely did. I actually had a water birth for the first time with my 3rd baby, and after that, I never went back. Water takes the weight of your belly off of you, and it also provides a nice equalizing counter pressure. Water birth also makes it really easy for you to be mobile and move during your birthing time, which is something that's really helpful to helping your baby move down and out. That's another thing that's going on during your birthing time. You and your baby are working together. So yes, I know some mamas like land births, but for me, water really made a huge difference in letting me relax and enjoy the experience. Another thing that made a huge difference was practicing during pregnancy. If you've watched any of my other videos, you've heard me talk about this before, because I think it is one of the most powerful things you can do. In fact, outside of getting guidance from a woman who 100% believes in pregnancy, birth, and you, I think this is the most important thing that you can do. Conditioning yourself during pregnancy. You can't necessarily practice for labor again and again, but you can condition yourself with breathing, with relaxation every single day. And by the time your birthing time arrives, it becomes automatic. You just shift into that and you do those things. You soften, you relax, you open in all the ways that you need to have your baby. And I really think this was probably the #1 biggest key for my Corwin's birth being a painless birth experience. Another thing that I did was clear fears before delivery. Even on baby number 6, and if you know me, you know I've actually had 8 babies, so all the way up to baby number 8, I had fears before my baby's births. They may have looked a little bit different with each baby. For example, with my first baby, I was worried about a C-section because that's how I was born. By the time I got to baby number 6, that wasn't as big of a fear anymore, but there were still fears that came up. There were fears that came up with every baby's birth, about mothering, about relationships, about how I would handle these children. All of those fears came up, and I handled those before my baby's birthing time using my own fear clearing workbook, which really helped me a lot. But any way that you can clear your baby's fears, can clear your fears before your birthing time for your baby, can make a huge difference for you when you get into that time, because you've done all the work beforehand. So the only thing to do when you get to your birthing time is to give birth. All right, the next thing that I did was I said no exams and no hands. I declined any internal exams, and I actually started doing this after my 4th baby's birth. I never had another internal exam. Internal exams, think about it. With our babies, we're trying to bring energy out of our bodies as we bring our babies out into the world and into our arms. And an internal exam is literally somebody else's energy going into one of your most intimate areas. They're painful, and they also give almost no information. There are times when an internal exam can give some information, and sometimes you may really want it. But for the most part, women do not like it, they do not want it, and it can cause labor to slow down, and it hurts. So why introduce any more pain? I said no to internal exams, and I also asked my midwife, please sit on your hands. And you will see, if you watch my 6 babies video, or his birth video, you see that she had her hands on the shoulders of one of my other children, and when I pulled the baby up, you can watch her jump because she didn't realize he was born, because the birth was so peaceful and painless. And that's what I wanted. I wanted my hands and my body to be what was deciding the right position, the right place to be, and all of that. She was there, kind of as a loving spectator and to give her good energy to things. And then the final thing that I did was I caught my own baby. Now, being in the water, having that good positioning, knowing that I could follow what my body was saying and what my body wanted me to do, all led to this. But being in a position, I was in a kneeling position with one leg up and one knee down. That's my favorite position to give birth in. That allowed me to receive my own baby and to have my own hands down there, feeling his body coming down and just being really in tune with him. I was seeing his body come down just like I had imagined as I did my visualization and my relaxation all through pregnancy. I could see the beautiful blue and golden lights coming down with him, and then he was coming right into my arms and right up to my body the way that he belonged. It was a beautiful experience. So those are the 6 things that I feel like really made a huge difference and helped me to have this beautiful painless birth experience. Like I said, I would love to share with you my new guide on powerful pregnancy, ecstatic birth. It covers 5 steps you need to take for that. Drop me a line below if you're interested, or if you want somebody to walk through with you to help listen to your hopes and dreams for your birth. I do have appointments open and available. I've got some slots open for coaching clients. Again, just drop me a line below. I would love to connect with you, and most of all, I hope that this inspires you for your birth and your baby.